So, one of the ladies from HR called me and said that they removed all the stuff from my desk and I need to go pick it up. What the hell? After all the crap you put me through, why couldn't you have that shit ready when you were having me sign my papers? You obviously knew you were going to fire me. You obviously knew I was going to be there. I mean, I even gave them a couple of days. It's ridiculous. I'm not going. I mean, it had stuff in there that, is personal, but I'm going to see if somebody else can pick it up because I don't even want to see those ladies. They never helped me. They told me they would just keep reporting everything, make your complaints. We'll look into it. They never did. They never helped me with what I was going through. And yeah, they can say, oh, well, it's Raquel. She's different or, whatever they want to say about me. But what's going on in the location that I worked at is terrible. And I'm not the only one who felt that way. I'm just the only one who had the guts to say anything. And again, that's why I don't have a job there anymore. They can say it was all, my absences and stuff. And yes, I understand that's really how they got me. But they could have worked with me. They worked with so many people there that they liked. Like the favorites, they get accommodated. They work with them. They make, they're understanding, with someone who, like me, who will call you out if you're wrong no matter what, or, always had ideas and got overlooked. It was just ridiculous. I mean, I've tried and tried. I mean, like I told you, I'm the type of person to see both sides. And I would tell them, tell me why, explain. And in their explanation, it was always just an excuse. It was a cover-up. And I would always show them how it was. And it was just, shut up, do what you need to do. Well, maybe you shouldn't hire people like me if you want us to shut up and do, I'm not going to fall in line ever. They even had me evaluated by their own people. And it stated clearly in the evaluation, every issue they had with me, it stated that. Okay, you want to throw the, Texas law and everything at me, employment law? Well, you had the right to terminate me after finding out you were going to have all these issues with me. Well, but you couldn't, right? Because then that'd be a lawsuit. But still, I mean, it was more when you hired me and then you had me evaluated, there's that 90-day, 30-day, whatever grace period where, oh, we just don't need you. They could have done it like that. Sorry you bit off too much, you can't chew it, but then your program sucks. You are not doing what you said you would do. I always went to management when I had an obstacle, and they told me they'd work with me, they'd help me, that they're trying to mold me to work in the, the norm environment of the workforce. And, it only works for those who are favorites and kiss butt. I'm not going to kiss butt. That's not who I am. Sorry, not me. And I'm just so freaking annoyed right now. And I'm so pissed because what happened to me is wrong. I'll take my part. In the beginning, I didn't know how to express when they would do stuff to me. I would, like I'm talking to you. I would be emotional. I would, yell. I would, and yes, that part, they did get me to calm down because it was getting to the point where I wasn't being heard. So no matter how sick it made me to hold it all in and try to get words out, it still wasn't enough. And it sucks. I understand the world isn't fair. It isn't a pretty place. But what's going on is wrong. Like I said, again, I'm not the only person who feels like this. People have been fired because they're sick. When you hire them because they're sick. What the hell? Equal opportunity employer? My ass. I mean, that's why there was the Ability One program. That's why there was accommodations. I understand if you made accommodation after accommodation, then okay. And they say they made accommodation after accommodation for me. But no, they didn't. I would go in there all the time. I'm facing this. Can I do, like, for example, alternate work schedule. When I first asked for it, when I was having trouble, being a single mom and, getting the kids, and then my oldest had his issues, I asked, can I come in a little late and then stay a little late? Or, no, 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 no. Then out of nowhere, somebody else was given an alternate schedule, so I questioned it. And, oh, well, we have the right to do whatever and this and that. Okay, so then I go to HR. No, again, I have this in an email. No accommodations have been made for that person, and, management can't do that. So then it's, taken care of. Long story short, it was a lot of back and forth, and then it started becoming every issue I raised, a new policy was written. Because, that's, a company has the right, I looked it up, to write a policy whenever they want, and it